Feeling relaxed? Good. But do you have what it takes to beat the chair? Welcome to the show. Most of you probably know I'm fairly well known for losing it on the court. Well, if our contestants tonight lose it in the chair, they really do lose it. They're out of here with no money. But if they can control their heart rate while facing my questions, they could be out of here with 50,000 pounds. But trust me, the chair doesn't give up its money easily. Take on the chair, contestants must have total control of their heart rate. They've already shown they have the general knowledge in our mental test, and they had to show calmness under pressure in a series of physical shocks. As they approach their confrontation with the chair, they're closely monitored by our medical team, who record each contestant's unique resting heart rate. Only the strong in mind and body can survive the chair. Let's see if our first contestant has got what it takes to beat the chair.
Hi, my name is Cherry Allen and I'm 32 years old and I live in Somerset. I'm a full-time mum to 3 beautiful daughters, India, Summer and Autumn, and I've also got a naughty puppy. I've got lots of hobbies and interests, reading, puzzles, game shows. My main hobby is amateur dramatics. I've done lots of plays, I'm an aspiring actress, and I hope that the experience of being in front of all those people will help me beat the chair. I think I'll do well on the chair because I thrive on stress. But to prepare, I'm going to sit at home really quietly while the kids run havoc around me and the dog tears everything up. I'm here for the challenge and the experience, and if I was to win the big one, it would be a definite bonus.
Cherry, welcome to the chair.
Thank you.
Now, what were your kids' names again?
Autumn, Summer and India.
What happened to spring and winter? How in the world did you come up with those names?
They were all due in those times. One was due in summer, one was due in autumn, so...
And one was conceived in India?
Somewhere I've always wanted to go.
I'm afraid to ask what the dog's name is. But go ahead and humor me.
Jasper.
What a disappointment. I was hoping to be Tanzania or something. Now, do you hear that sound? Mm-hmm. That's your heartbeat, okay? It's going a little bit too quickly, but now I sense you're starting to calm down. That's good, okay? Because you're aiming for 50,000 pounds. Cherry, all you have to do is give me 7 correct answers and survive 2 heart stoppers. And keep that heart under control. That's what it sounds like it's doing now. The bad news for you is, guess what? The questions get harder and the pressure gets greater. Are you ready?
I am. Bring it on.
Bring it on. It's game time. All right, Cherry, your resting heart rate is 84. We'll start you off with a safety margin of 70% above that, so your red line rate is 143. Now, if you go over that, you lose money and you're barred from answering a question. If you redline on question 1, you lose 10 pounds a second. Here's a little ray of sunshine. I'm going to give you 500 pounds to start. Here is question 1, worth another 1,000 pounds. Hunting, cooking, counting, cleaning. The abacus is an ancient device used for what purpose? You may answer the question.
Counting.
Counting is correct, Cherry. For the mother of 3, I've never seen the heart rate go up and down that quickly, I must say. You've added 1,000 pounds to your total. You're up to 1,500 pounds. Who do you got with you out back tonight?
I've got my mum.
Dorothy, can you hear me?
Hi, John.
Were you ever tempted to tell your daughter to come up with a different name for her kids?
No, I think I helped her a little bit in choosing them.
You cannot be serious. right, Cherry. Next question. Now I'm going to rack up the pressure a little bit. I'm going to lower your red line rate by 5% of your resting heart rate. In this question, you lose 20 pounds a second if you redline. Here's question 2 for another 1,500 pounds. Vodka, champagne, schnapps, or tequila. A bottle of what beverage is traditionally broken over the bow of a ship to christen it? You may answer the question.
Champagne.
Champagne is correct, Cherry. That brings you to a total of 3,000 pounds. Before you get too excited, that red line rate comes down again. You now lose 30 pounds a second if you redline during the question. Oh, here comes your first heart stopper. It's your chance to get your red line rate back up. You have 45 seconds. I'm going to throw some quick fire questions at you. You'll get back a heartbeat for every question you get right. Your time starts now. By what name is the Central Criminal Court in London better known?
Pass.
Old Bailey. Who is the leader of the English suffragette movement?
Emmeline Pankhurst.
That's correct. Which school of witchcraft does Harry Potter attend?
Hogswart.
That's correct. Who had a hit with the song Murder on the Dance Floor?
Sophie Ellis-Bextor.
That's correct. Bluefin and big eye are types of which fish?
Cod.
Tuna. Which country's cuisine gave us enchiladas?
Mexico.
That's correct. On which BBC children's TV drama did Ant and Dec first find fame?
Byker Grove.
That's correct. What is Tony Blair's youngest son called?
Ewan.
Leo. The Beatles appeared on a zebra crossing on which of their album covers?
Abbey Road.
That is correct. Whoop. Well done there, Cherry. You got 6 right. That takes your red line rate back up to what you see now. Good work. Let's hear it for Cherry. Good stuff. But no time to relax. It's question 3 for 2,000 pounds, and it's a visual question. You'll see a series of pictures. The question comes afterwards. Let's roll it. Here's question 3 for 2,000 pounds. Dragon, cockerel, unicorn, fox. In the 8th image, what animal was on top of the weather vane? You may answer the question.
Is it a unicorn?
Unicorn. Let's see if Cherry's right. She is right. All right, Cherry. Well done. Autumn, summer, and India are very proud. That brings you to a total of 5,000 pounds, and it's decision time. You can stabilize that total, which means even if you get a question wrong, you keep the money, unless you redline it away.
I'd like
Mom,
to
what do you
stabilise.
think?
Oh, right.
Oh, forget Mom. All right. Cherry's going to stabilize at 5,000 pounds. Now, you are redlining, but you're not going to lose any money until, there you go, until after I've asked the next question. Okay, next question. Your red line rate goes down. If you do redline, you lose 50 pounds a second. Here's question 4, worth 3,000 pounds. Sunset Boulevard, Aspects of Love, Miss Saigon, Jesus Christ Superstar. Which of the following is not an Andrew Lloyd Webber musical? Well under the red line rate.
I say Jesus Christ Superstar.
Cherry, Jesus Christ Superstar is not correct. I'm sorry. The answer is Miss Saigon. It's over, Cherry, but the good news is you stabilized. There it is at 5,000 pounds, so congratulations. The chair has done it again. The Cherry gets the money. No more kids. We can't handle those names.
I should have known the musicals. I should have known that, but I just went blank. I'm going to spend the money on taking my children on a holiday they deserve. My message to the next contestant is to sit tight, stay calm, and pray to God.
I want another challenger. Steve Wilmot, come and try and beat the chair.
Hi, my name is Steve Wilmot. I'm 31 years old and I come from Bristol. I currently live in Southampton with my wife Maria, and we've just had a baby boy, Oscar, who's 10 weeks old today. I was actually there for the birth and my heart was certainly racing then, so I believe I can now cope with anything. In my spare time, although there's a lot less of it at the moment, I enjoy going to the gym and doing weights and running and generally keeping fit. In preparation for the chair, I've been trying to visualise relaxing holidays that I've been on and deserted beaches and tranquil situations, and in general hope that that will chill me out. I like to think I'm a cool, calm and collected person, so my message for Mr McEnroe is I do believe I can defeat your chair.
Steve, welcome to the chair.
Thanks, John.
You look very calm over there.
I try to be.
It says here you sulk if you lose. Is that true?
That's probably true, John, yeah.
It's not true of me, of course, but... All right, well, here's the challenge for you. You beat the chair, you win 50,000 pounds. That sounds your heartbeat. It's doing pretty well right now. It seems to be well under control. Okay, that's going to decide whether you win or lose. You get 7 questions, 2 heart stoppers. I presume you're ready.
I'm ready, John.
It's game time. All right, Steve, your resting heart rate is 62, so that makes your red line rate 105. Try to stay under that. You go over in question 1, it costs you 10 pounds a second. Now here's 500 pounds to start. Here's question 1 for another 1,000 pounds. Disneyland, Neverland, Wonderland, or Graceland? Where did Lewis Carroll's Alice have her adventures? You may answer the question.
It was Wonderland.
Wonderland is correct, Steve. Takes you up to 1,500 pounds. Now, who do you have with you tonight, Steve, to spur you on?
I've got my wife, Maria, John.
Maria, how are you?
I'm fine.
You guys have a plan to beat the chair?
Well, I was going to suggest, you know what they say, think of the interviewer naked, and then, you know, it makes it easier for you to be honest. I don't think I'll suggest that, although you look pretty fit.
I'm not sure that's the plan this time. The red line rate goes down now. Now you lose 20 pounds a second if you go over. Here's your second question for 1,500 pounds. Cat, dog, rabbit, or mouse? A coyote is a wild member of which animal group? You may answer the question.
It's a dog, John.
Dog is correct once again. 1,500 pounds more takes you up to 3,000 pounds. Now we drop that red line rate again. You lose 30 pounds a second if you redline. Oh, there's your first heart stopper alarm. Either that or we're on fire again. This is a chance you get to push your red line rate back up. You got 45 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. Your time starts now. What is 27 minus 18?
9.
That's correct. What L is the surname of the actress who appeared as Patsy Stone in Absolutely Fabulous?
Lumley.
Correct. What was the nickname of snooker player Alex Higgins?
Hurricane.
Correct. Which British female appeared in the American series Smallville?
Pass.
Kelly Brook. What is the hardest known natural substance?
Diamond.
Correct. Which actor played the title role in the Rocky films?
Sylvester Stallone.
That's correct. You got 5 beats added to that red line total. There it is. Let's move on to question 3. If you remember, you red line during this, you lose 30 pounds a second. This is for 2,000 pounds. Watch these pictures very carefully. Let's run it. Here's your question for 2,000 pounds. 7, 8, 9, or 10. In the fifth image, what number appeared at every position on the watch's dial?
It's 10, John.
10. Let's see if Steve is right. He's right again. 2,000 pounds. That's good stuff. Already at 5,000 pounds. So now, do you want to stabilize? If you do, you keep that money unless you redline it away, or you can wait till later.
I'll stabilize there, John, I think.
All right, Steve has decided to stabilize at 5,000 pounds. That money's safe unless you redline. Next question. That redline rate goes down again. You lose 50 pounds a second if you go over it. Here's question 4 for 3,000 pounds. Oasis, Elastica, Pulp, or Blur? Which band had a hit with the song Country House? You may answer the question.
I've not actually got a clue of this, so it's going to be a complete guess. And I'll guess Blur.
That's a good guess, Steve. You're right. For another 3,000 pounds. Once more, we drop your red line rate. There it goes. It costs you 100 pounds a second if you go over. This question's for 6,000 pounds, and it's a list. Here it is. List the full names of 5 of the 11 footballers who played in the World Cup final for England against West Germany in 1966. You may answer the question. One at a time, preferably.
Jeff Hurst.
Jeff Hurst is correct.
Bobby Moore.
Bobby Moore is correct. 2 down, 3 to go.
Nobby Stiles.
Nobby Stiles is correct, but you're now redlining. You're losing 100 pounds a second. There you go, you're back down.
Martin Peters.
That's correct. 4 down, 1 to go.
Gordon Banks.
You got it, mate. The other 6 were Alan Ball, Bobby Charlton, Jackie Charlton, George Curran, Roger Hunt, and Ray Wilson. Not that that matters now, right? But to them it does. I had to mention their names. That's another 6,000 pounds. You did redline some away. That takes you up to 12,800 pounds. You're 5 down and 2 to go. You can start to party. We drop that redline rate down again. This is your second heart stopper. Last 20 seconds. You must not redline. If you do, it costs you 100 pounds a second. No problem for Steve there. It's getting hot out here. We're getting close to the big money. Your next question is for a rather impressive 12,000 pounds. Now, if you redline, you lose 200 pounds a second. Here we go. Helsinki, Reykjavik, Stockholm, or Oslo? Which European capital city is heated by natural hot springs? You may answer the question.
It's Reykjavik, John.
You know, you're correct once again, Steve. You're just about there now. Another 12,000 pounds. You're one question from the big, big money. Are we ready for this? Yeah! Steve, are you ready?
Ready, John.
Let's get on with it. You can win another 24,000 pounds if you answer this next question correctly. First, we drop that red line rate one last time. Now, if you redline, you lose 500 pounds a second. For 24,000 pounds, Steve, here's your final question. Robert Redford, John Voight, Paul Newman, or Jack Nicholson? Which famous actor is Angelina Jolie's father? You may not yet answer the question. You are losing 500 pounds a second right now, Steve. Think of those relaxing holidays now. There you go, getting it down. Just, you may answer the
John
question.
Voight.
You are correct, Steve. That's well done. Total winnings, 36,800 pounds. Common collected is Steve Wilmot.
When I got up near the big money and I started redlining a bit, I think the tactics were to just switch off completely and try not to look at Mr. McEnroe and try not to look at the question and just completely block your mind out. And I guess that was it, really. When I first got up there, I couldn't believe myself how low I was keeping my heart rate, and that really took me by surprise.
Beat the chair, you've got to be strong. Has Paula Butler got what it takes?
My name's Paula Butler, I'm 31, I work for Sussex Police and I live on the south coast of England in Eastbourne. I think my experience at work will help me in the chair because I've had to deal with many situations where I've had to keep calm. There's just no way you can lose it. I've chosen Alex to be my supporter because she's been one of my best friends for 12 years and I knew she's up for fun and she'd be a good person to have to come with me and have the whole experience. I go walking on a regular basis. It's basically just about a group of 20 of us that meet up. It's some old work colleagues. We go for about a 2-hour walk through the countryside and then always end up at a nice pub with a nice big meal. That's the main temptation of the day. I'm not really worried about facing John McEnroe because I think he's left his bad boy days behind and I think as long as I'm nice to him, hopefully he'll be nice back.
Paula, welcome to the chair.
Thank you, John.
How are you doing over there? Your heart rate's going crazy, but...
I don't feel that scared. I don't know why it's quite so high because I feel quite calm looking at your face.
No one's ever said that to me before. Thank you. I appreciate that. You hear that sound, right? That's your heartbeat. So remember, you can win 50,000 pounds if you can just answer these questions, okay? Are you ready?
Yep.
It's game time. Paul, I see your resting heart rate is 74. We're going to bump that up by 70%, so your red line rate is 126. Now, you go over that on question 1, it'll cost you 10 pounds a second. I'm going to give you 500 pounds to start, since you've been so nice to me. Here's your first question for an additional 1,000 pounds. New tricks, good ideas, bad habits, old games. According to the proverb, what can't you teach an old dog?
New tricks.
That is correct, Paula. Just like that, you got yourself 1,500 pounds. Now, who do you got with you tonight?
My friend Alex.
Alex, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you.
You two have a plan to beat the chair?
Just to think about her trip in South Africa, that's something that makes her feel quite calm, so...
All right, Paul, I'm going to lower your red line rate by 5% of your resting heart rate. This next question, I take 20 pounds a second if you red line. Here's question 2, and it's worth 1,500 pounds. Ham, carrot, prawns, or potato. What is the main ingredient in a traditional Spanish omelet?
Potato.
Potato is correct, Paula. Just like that, you're up to 3,000 pounds. Now your red line rate goes down again. But that means your first heart stopper's coming. It's your chance to win back a few heartbeats on your red line rate. You've got 45 seconds. You can pass, and there's no redlining. It's one heartbeat for every correct answer. Your time starts now. Which actor played the lead role in the 1992 film The Last of the
Daniel Day-Lewis.
That's correct. Mohicans. Which famous architect founded the Glasgow School of Art?
Christopher Wren.
Charles Rennie Mackintosh. In which medical drama would you find the character Duffy?
Casualty.
Casualty's correct. What type of flag is used to signal the end of a motor race?
Checkered flag.
Checkered is correct. How many ounces are in a pound?
12.
16. Which female had a #1 hit with the song
Madonna.
Music in 2000? Correct. In Greek mythology, what type of animal was Pegasus?
A horse.
That's correct. Who wrote the novel 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Don't know. Pass.
Arthur C. Clarke. What was a form of writing famously used in ancient Egypt called?
Hieroglyphics.
That is correct. All right, that's 6 each, Paula. Well done. That takes your red line rate back up to 124. You made life easier for the moment. Let's move on to question 3 out of 7. This time, if you red line, you lose 30 pounds a second. This question's worth 2,000 pounds, and it's visual. Let's run it. All right, here's question 3 for 2,000 pounds. 11, 34, 78, or 96. In the second image, what number was circled? You may answer the question.
Oh, I've forgotten. 78.
Paula said 78. Let's see if she's right. No, it was 96, Paula. That's the way it is on the chair. You're out of here. Back to the police station for Paula Butler.
My mind is good.
Chair is tough.
When the pictures came up initially, I was actually saying in my head as they went past, and I'm sure I would have said 96, but all of a sudden I just went blank completely. I feel really disappointed actually, because having got my heart rate really under control and answering the first 2 questions, I can't believe I just forgot that number, just completely went out of my head.
Maybe our next contestant can defeat the chair.
Hi, my name's Dave Arkless. I'm a 36-year-old business manager from Gateshead in Tyne and Wear. I'm a major Newcastle United supporter, although I won't be thinking about the team on the chair because that'll really get my heart rate going. I hate inactivity. I've always got to be doing something, and the chair is just another achievement for me. I practice relaxation techniques. This involves slowing my breathing down and concentrating on somewhere peaceful. That's really going to help me on the chair. If I win the money on the chair, the first thing I'll do is to buy a season ticket for Newcastle United. So, John, hopefully the Magpies and I will both be winners.
Dave, welcome to the chair.
Thanks, John. Good to meet you.
You feeling all right over there?
It's different. It's different.
What were you expecting? What were you expecting?
Not to be this warm.
Yes, it is a little warm. And it's going to get hotter, trust me.
I hope so.
Now, are you officially a part of the Toon Army?
Officially, yes.
You mean you're not a season ticket holder yet?
No, unfortunately. I used to be, but with family and time pressures. But I still get quite a few games. Still get quite a few matches, yeah.
All right, Dave, here's the deal.
Yeah.
You get 7 questions right, keep the heart rate under control, you win £50,000. Now you hear that sound, that's your heartbeat right now. It seems like it's pretty well under control. So you ready?
I'm ready. Let's rock and roll, John.
Let's rock and roll. It's game time. All right, Dave, your resting heart rate is 77. We'll add 70% to that, so your red line rate is 131. If you redline during question 1, you lose money at 10 pounds a second. Now here's 500 pounds to start. This is your first question, worth an additional 1,000 pounds. Tom, John, Tim, or Jim? Which name follows the word peeping to describe a person who spies on others? You may answer the question.
It's Tom, John.
Dave, you are correct for 1,000 pounds. Who did you bring along with you tonight?
I brought my wife, John, Sandra.
That's a smart thing. Sandra, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm a little bit nervous and apprehensive about being Dave's supporter. He has to win. He never loses. He can't lose.
And if he does?
He'll throw a tantrum.
No, who would do that? It's question 2. I'm going to lower your red line rate, and it's 20 pounds a second if you redline. Dave, this is for 1,500 pounds. Green, blue, yellow, or white. If you are leading the overall race in the Tour de France, what color jersey would you be wearing? You may answer the question.
Yellow, John.
Dave, yellow is correct. A sportsman. That's another 1,500 pounds to your total. That gives you 3,000 pounds. But that's the end of the good news for the moment, because we're dropping that red line rate again. But that's your first hard stop. You've got 45 seconds to try and get your red line rate back up by answering these questions. Your time starts now. How many inches are in a foot?
12.
That's correct. Who took over from Fern Britton as presenter of Ready, Steady, Cook?
Ainsley Harrison.
That's wrong. It was Ainsley Harriott. Which group had a hit with the song Too Close in 2001?
Don't know.
Blue. Who painted the famous picture called Sunflowers?
Van Gogh.
That's correct. Keep the eyes open. In which sport would you compete for the Davis Cup?
Tennis.
Hint, hint. That's right. Who played Ace Ventura, Pet Detective?
Jim Carrey.
That's correct. From which country did Bellini pancakes originate?
Italy.
Russia. Who wrote the novel The Beach?
Don't know.
Alex Garland. What sign of the zodiac is represented by a ram?
Aries.
You got that in. We'll give it to you. That's 5 questions right, and you see your new red line rate back up a bit, because that could be helpful later.
Thanks, Mark.
Good man, Dave. All right, moving along. Question 3. If you redline during this, you lose 30 pounds a second. This one's for 2,000 pounds, and it's a visual question. Let's run it. Question 3 for 2,000 additional pounds. Covent Garden, Chancery Lane, Charing Cross, Canary Wharf. In the second image, what was written on the tube sign? You may answer the question.
Canary Wharf.
Let's see if Dave is correct. He is correct for 2,000 pounds. That's well done, as they say. All right, just like that, you got yourself 5,000 pounds. But it's a decision time. You're going to stabilize here. You can protect that money. If you gamble, you could lose it all. What do you want to do? You could stabilize this amount, and you take it home, even if you get a question wrong, unless, Dave, you know this because you've heard the rules, you redline it away.
John, I'm going to stabilize, man, because it's the heart rate thing, so let's just stabilize.
All right, Dave, you stabilize at 5,000 pounds. Let's get moving with these questions. Let's try to take a deep breath because that red line rate is going down again. This next question, you lose 50 pounds a second if you redline. That's good. Here's question 4 for 3,000 pounds. Private Pike, Lance Corporal Jones, Private Godfrey, Sergeant Wilson. Which character in Dad's Army used to say, "Permission to speak, sir"? You may answer the question.
Lance Corporal Jones.
Lance Corporal Jones is correct, sir. You do have permission to speak. Maybe you got enough for season tickets. That's another 3,000 pounds, taking you up to 8,000 pounds, but you are redlining right now, Dave. We're up to question 5. You lose 100 pounds a second if you redline. Now your redline rate goes down again. This one's for 6,000 pounds, Dave, and it's a list. List 4 of the 7 countries that share a border with France. You may answer the question.
Italy.
Italy is correct.
Holland.
No, Holland is incorrect. It's Andorra, Belgium, Germany, Luxembourg, Spain, Switzerland, and Italy, like you mentioned. But Dave, there is good news. You stabilize at 5,000 pounds, you get to walk away with that.
Thanks, man.
Season tickets, mate. But I'm afraid the chair's got you beat tonight. Good on you.
I'm feeling happy that I've got 5,000 pounds. I'm feeling a little bit upset with myself that I couldn't control the heart rate, but hey, who knows what goes on inside the body here. Sandra was a real help. She was there in spirit and she made me feel relaxed, definitely.
Muz Khan, it's time to face the chair.
I'm Muz Khan, I'm 33, a lawyer from Birmingham. I really think the programme will be a challenge for me because I'm good at general knowledge. I think my friends would probably describe me as being quite confident. Some probably even describe me as cocksure. I'm pretty easygoing. Nyla, my cousin, is currently studying at the second year of university. She's studying law. She's a great character, good personality. She's got a lot of friends. I'm really grateful that she's come to support me today. I've been working as a lawyer now for many years, so I don't think I'll have a problem with the show. Nerves are something that you have to deal with, and I've got over them some time ago. I'm cool under pressure, and I've got a good general knowledge, so I don't think I'll have any problems with the show.
Muz, welcome to the chair.
Thank you.
So you're a lawyer, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh, right? What type of lawyer are you?
I do a lot of human rights work.
You mean you're a nice lawyer?
I'm a nice lawyer. I help people. That's my job.
You're the one, huh? All right, I'll try something else. You play badminton, tennis, and squash.
Not very well.
Why do you play those 2 other wimpy ones?
I enjoy those more than tennis.
You know, you shouldn't have said that. Why did you have to say that, Muz? Was that directed at me by any chance?
No, not at all.
And you're a Borg fan?
I was young. I got over it.
We're all young once, right? The sound you hear is your heartbeat, Muz, okay? Now, controlling that's the key to winning or losing. You got 7 questions and 2 heart stoppers between you and 50,000 pounds. You all set? It's game time. According to the medics, your resting heart rate is 70. 70% above that is your red line rate of 119. Now, if you want to win the money, you have to keep your heart rate under that. If you go over it, you cannot answer the question. You got to bring it down first. All the time you're redlining, you're losing money. On your first question, it's going to be 10 pounds a second if you redline. Now, because I'm a warm, generous guy, started him redlining there. I'm going to give you 500 pounds to start. You don't lose any money till after I finish asking this first question, which is worth an additional 1,000 pounds. Here it is. America, France, Egypt, or Britain? Cleopatra was queen of which country? You may answer the question.
Egypt.
Egypt is correct, Muzz. That's 1,000 more. Added to your winnings, you're up to 1,500 pounds. Now, who do you bring with you tonight to help you along?
I brought my cousin Nyla.
Nyla, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, John. You?
I'm doing great. You guys have a plan? I'm doing unbelievable.
We're just going to take the money and run.
All right. It's going to get tougher because before each question, we're going to lower your red line rate by 5%. For this next question, you lose 20 pounds a second if you redline. You got to keep the eyes open, too. That's the other rule. Here's question 2 for 1,500 pounds. A2, A3, A4, or A5? Which of the following paper sizes is the smallest? You may answer the question.
A5.
A5 is correct, Muzz. That's 1,500 pounds added to your winnings. You're now at 3,000 pounds. Now we drop that red line rate again. To make things worse, I'm going to take away 30 pounds a second if you redline during the question. You're redlining right now. Well, that means it's time for your first heart stopper. This is where you can add a few heartbeats to that red line rate. No penalties for redlining this round. All right, Muzz, it's 45-second quick fire questions for everyone you get right. I'll give you a heartbeat. Your time starts now. In Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, what is Juliet's surname?
Capulet.
That's correct. What is 12 plus 9 plus 6?
27.
That's correct. Which leaf is featured on the Canadian flag?
Maple.
That's correct. The clipper ship Cutty Sark can be found permanently moored in which London borough?
I don't know.
Greenwich. What part of the body does conjunctivitis affect?
The eye.
That's correct. In golf, what is the score of one stroke under par called?
I don't know.
A birdie. Which cartoon character's catchphrase is yabba dabba doo?
Flintstone.
No, it's Fred Flintstone. Who is presenter Chris Evans married to?
Billy Piper.
No, you're out of time there. You did get 4 right, which takes your red line rate up to what you see there at 116. Hopefully that'll help you as that red line rate gets lower and lower. Question 3. If you redline during this, you lose 30 pounds a second. You are redlining there, unless you got to cool off. This one's for 2,000 pounds. It's a visual question. Take a look at these pictures. All right, let's run it. All right, lawyer Muzz Khan. Here's your question for 2,000 pounds. Nose, ear, finger, or eye? In the 6th image, what part of the human body was pictured in the center of a flower? You may not yet answer the question. You are losing 30 pounds a second as well.
Keep calm. Don't think about the money at all. Just keep calm. Breathe in, breathe out. Think about Seinfeld. Think about all the food we're going to eat afterwards. You can take me for ice cream. Happy thoughts. Okay. Don't get too excited. Just breathe in and out. You know what your heartbeat is. Come on.
Just about there, Muzz.
Breathe. That's it. You're doing okay. Concentrate. Think about falling to sleep.
You may answer the question.
The eye.
The eye. Let's see if Muzz was right. He was right for 2,000. You redline some away, but you're up to 3,680 pounds, and you can stabilize. Let me explain this to the audience and the people watching. That means even if you get a question wrong, you keep the money you've won so far, unless you redline it away. Now, you can stabilize now or later, but remember, if you get a question wrong before you stabilize, you lose everything. Audience, what do you think? Should he gamble or stabilize? Audience says gamble. Nyla, what do you think?
Remember what we spoke about? Stabilize. Stabilize. You know what to do. Just concentrate on getting your heartbeat low first. Stabilize,
all right, Muzz,
okay?
what do you think, most importantly? What's it going to be?
I'd like to stabilize, please.
Muzz is going to stabilize at 3,680 pounds. Let's get on with the questions. First, that red line rate goes down again. For this next question, you lose 50 pounds a second. So keep that heart rate under control. Here's question 4 for 3,000 pounds. You're redlining, but you don't lose any money till after I've asked this question. Here it is. Yellow, brown, blue, or pink. In snooker, which colored ball is worth 4 points?
Blue.
You may not yet answer the question. This time you're losing 50 pounds a second.
Breathe in, breathe out. You're not losing that much money. Don't worry about it. Don't even think about the money.
Use those yoga techniques to breathe
in,
deep.
Breathe out. Pretend you're falling
Meditation
asleep.
now
Just
with your
relax.
eyes open, though, remember.
You're lying on the bed. You want to fall asleep. Just think about that. You're relaxing. You're calm. You're cool. Okay, just get it down. Don't get too excited. Heartbeat down.
All right,
breathe
Nyla,
in.
that's enough. You're annoying me. And I'm sure Muzz is getting annoyed as well. You're getting there. Try to keep those eyes open. Producers are getting upset at me. Think of all that ice cream you're gonna get. Oh no, Muzz, I'm sorry. The correct answer, by the way, was brown. And I'm sorry you've redlined all that money away. The challenger falls to the chair. Let's hear it from Muzz Khan for his effort.
I did know the answer to the question, but I wanted to get out of there as quickly as I could because I knew my heart rate wasn't going down. Nyla helped a lot. She was giving me a lot of support, but I just couldn't bring it down. I hope my clients don't see this. If they do, I'm just going to have to leave the country.
Tonight we've had winners and losers. Steve Wilmot from Hampshire has won 36,800 pounds. And next week's contestants can also win, but only if they use their mental and physical skills to defeat the chair.